got two different property owners, but, you know, if you're serving both to this point, this is public, but if you brought it out to here where you had access to both, I don't know what the thought was. But that's the rationale, you know, we can't bring in, at that location,
Let's say
that grade.
we're going this way, if we
Right.
were, if this is going to be closed, we'd probably should look at vacating.
And maybe that's the one your comment really referred to. Maybe it wasn't as much this one. You come in here and wherever that first entrance or last entrance was, this is all one parcel, so it could probably come up to this point. And I haven't driven, I think you said there is a steeper grade. I assume the route that they would have to use then be come down here and then back. Because you can't get across the river otherwise.
This crosses up here,
Okay.
and then this is the area where there's the steeper grade.
Okay.
Mike Green used to live here, and he said there's several times that people.
Is this not an option here?
Yeah,
It's just going backwards from where they want to go.
depending on where they want to go, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure there's anything you really asked me, I mean, other than an explanation why we did it. I mean, I'm not.
Well, and I guess we would like to see people have access there. We certainly understand you can't do it on the curb, so then the choice becomes going on one side of the curb or the other. And that's about the only option.
And I guess at the time, I think the discussion was there's not that much volume and it didn't make sense to buy additional land from, you know, whether it's both sides and create a longer county road to maintain.
The only other thing I've got jotted down is dates.
Is what?
Dates.
Dates for when things are going to happen.
Yeah.
I need my cheat sheet. Okay, everything in the program, everything is in the 5-year program to get us paved west, this point here, west of 71. The intent is to get to Iowa 4 open in fall of next year, is our hope. We got paving let to get
To N14?
No, I'm working from west to east, to Iowa 4. Then we're going to go to N14, which is south or north of 196. The intent is to open there the fall of 2012.
Completed road that far.
Right.
Okay.
And then, and I'm not sure, then we're to get to this point fully open by the fall of 2013. I'm not sure there's the benefit of trying to open that up 1 year early and dump the traffic off on N14. But our intent is, with 196, likely you're going to have that traffic wanting to get to the 20 as soon as possible. Our intent would be, when we open it up to N14, that we want to TJ the portion of N14 down to existing 20, because it's
We've talked about that a number of times, but what about from the north side of the road to existing 20? I mean, that's going to give us
N14 coming from the north.
Yeah.
down from the first crossroads.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure
That would be
thought about that
15.
one. You're talking
about the state taking over?
You're talking.
Yeah,
here.
if they're wanting to do it from 196, what do they have interest in doing it from the north?
You mean from here?
Yeah.
No, they're talking about.
From D15 down to...
They're talking about, the north, 3 miles, 2.5 miles.
Okay. Which doesn't connect to their other state road, 196.
I don't. The only reason why we have an interest of connecting is to get 196, which long-term, we've talked, and we'd like to eventually, district would make that 71. But that's a number of years out. With the idea that eventually from 175 north to 20, that we would eventually TJ at that point.
We like the front end, we don't like the back.
But
When you say completion dates, you're talking about
opening.
4 lanes?
Yep,
That's
we're
the
building
same.
all 4 lanes. Yeah, that was, after about the first meeting, that was
We
discussed.
we really appreciated that because we were in the position that if you didn't do 4, we would prefer that you completed 4 as far as you had money, and then not disrupt until you were able to do the 4 lanes. And we appreciate your change on.
Well, and I know what we're trying to do is set it up so we can open it up as soon as possible with the money spent to a logical point. And that's where I said, you know, N14, with there only being 1 year difference, I kind of question, does it make sense to dump traffic off there and down to 20? Because we won't be able, eventually, we'd like to reconstruct N14 from an existing 20 to new 20, but it won't happen before this project goes. So we might have to do some type of rehabilitation on it, maybe resurfacing, or just not exactly a state type road, but right now, maybe for the year, it's not going to, we don't have huge amounts of traffic either that at this point would cause it probably a lot of problems.
And it certainly makes good sense to make that part of 196 because it's.
When would work actually start on this roadway?
Well, the grading, I believe, we're up, let's see here, July of next, okay, we have grading let up to N33, and then from N33 to N14, that's going to be grading in July of next year. And part of our problem, it's going to be tight on some of these projects to get them done. We tried to get them in. So if it's July of 2010, it's a fiscal year 2011 project. But starting that letting in July, that means they don't get started till the end of August. So you've lost a lot of the summer. Because it'd be nice if we could let them in February, but the funding isn't there. We have to go by the year commitment, which is July 1st. So some of the projects, we did try to get moved ahead, and we were successful. Grading originally on the very west end was going to be July of 2010 from 71 over to.
M50 or how far are you going?
Let's see if I got this right. Actually, I have everything listed July of 2010, the whole way to 71, but we were able to, on the west end, change the grading to February of, let's see if I got this right. I believe grading in February, no, I just moved back, May of 2010. That gives us all of 2010 until, I'm off the year, I think it's 11. Because paving is going to be let July of 2012 to open in fall of 2013. So I think it's July of 2011. May of 2011, which is a fiscal 10. No, fiscal 11, it's not fiscal 12. Sorry about this. Fiscal year. Okay, May, we're looking now at May of 2011, so that July of 2012, we can let the paving, and that's basically from the 71 over to 196. Line 14. And then the paving for this stretch would be July of 2012 open. And so they'd have the remainder of 2012 and all 2013 to get it paved to the west of 71. So it's...
Wasn't that the structure bridges there?